much for even clicking the video, because that's going to be the very first video of my channel, and you guys have absolutely no reason to watch the video, but even you guys clicked it, so thank you so much. But I'm going to try to give you guys something valuable. So in this series, I'll try to make something very, very naive. Like people are gonna see an application on the App Store, they're gonna download it, they're gonna see some advertises around them, and they'll just go to the shop and buy this. That's it. But I believe in execution. If we can do a proper execution, I believe we can basically make any ideas good application. So in this series, I'll show my every progress along the way, how I will approach the problem, how I will make the app, how what I'm using, and all the nitty-gritty details. So hopefully you guys will stick around. So okay, so I've already prepared all the schemas, database schemas. This is called like entity relationship, which nowhere close to what I did here. Like you draw everything in all the boxes and everything. Well, I forgot I learned this when I was university. I forgot literally everything. So this is the thing I did here. And then I kind of started the design. I'm still not sure which color scheme to pick. Maybe you guys tell which is the better one. And this thing, AI generated this image for me. So yeah, nothing's here from me except these text and the color scheme. So, and then again, the ChatGPT, because I am a dumb developer, I need ChatGPT. So first of all, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to real quick, I'm going to ask him how to create .NET Web API application from ZLI. Yeah, I have already installed this thing, and then yeah, I gotta open this, and this is my documents folder. Not here, actually. I gotta build this on my app, and new folder, fleeting offers. So yeah, guys, this is our app's name. This is my app's name, and here I'll open the terminal, and name is fleeting offers. So hopefully it will whip up the project here. Allow this. Restore succeeded. Oh, okay, it created it here, so I think I don't. Where's the SLN though? So probably I don't need this folder, and I'll open this in Visual Studio Code because I own a Mac, and for some reason they don't offer Visual Studio on Mac, so I gotta open the shell support. Okay, that is all right. Password, and then I gotta open the code here. Okay, that's perfect. Open this thing. Does this recognize my solution? Yeah, it does. Now what I need to do is I have to initialize my Git repository and upload everything. So, well, first I need to run git init, then no need to add any readme. First commit, because that is, oh, okay. I need to add everything, and then I need to do the first commit. Branch, and this is, so this thing should be uploaded now. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna create another branch because that's best practice. So that is my dev branch, and with my name, because I'll be collaborating on this. Oh, I think you guys can't see this, but I've named this like dev update because that's my name. And I'm gonna create a new branch, and I have to publish this because other developers will also work on this one, like my friends, who I don't know. Okay. So now, first thing what I need to do is that's how I like to structure my project, which is first I need to create modules, okay? So every app is divided into modules. That way it is easier to track. So my first module is a user. So I'm gonna create new folder, user, and then I have authentication. I think I don't need authentication module separately. So let's see about this. And what? User permission. The organization is also a type of user, so I don't need separate module. I need one other module, which is mm, advertise. Everything is singular. And one more module, campaign. So yeah, campaign. So history modules. And then first in the user module, I like to create a new folder called entity. And in this entity, I'll create one file called, well, let's see, what entities do I have? So I have user entity.cs. I think I should be doing it from like you, what's the namespace? For some reason, it's not picking up the namespace for me. I think I need to write this manually or not. Okay, delete the folder from here completely. Sometimes Solution Explorer works better. So let's go to here, move up a little bit. Okay, that didn't load. As long as I just realized that as long as I'm not adding any file here, it is not going to show up on the Explorer. Now, let me tell you, why do I need the Explorer? So here, whenever I add a file to the Explorer, it doesn't give me any boilerplate code. I'm sorry for my mispronunciation. So it doesn't give me any code that I can work on. Instead, if I just use this Solution Explorer and create a new file from here, I get to choose what I'm gonna create. So I'm choosing a class, and then I'm gonna make it user entity, and like this. So yeah, it gives me all the namespace and everything, and then I delete it from here. So let's delete this. And now what I'm gonna do, I gotta work. I like to work for it. So that's the most important thing. I gotta create git ignore, or else what it's gonna do is it's gonna upload bin and object all the unnecessary build files, which we don't want. So git ignore, and then put everything here. So it should have also removed the obj from here. I don't know. Yeah, or I think it already removed it. Now, yeah, now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and copy this thing, and then I'll ask Chat GPT, because remember, guys, Chat GPT is our best friend to work fast. Everyone is using it. Our jobs are taken over by Chat GPT, so why not? We have to use it. So convert this to what? Um, ASP.NET Core entity framework schema, and it will convert it to that schema. Yeah, so it's so smart that it even knows what indicators to use here. I really don't know what these things called, because trust me, guys, I just learned .NET like yesterday. So I want to copy this thing from here. I don't want to copy everything, so this copying feature is not good. So here I have to paste these things, and yeah, so this is, put all the using statements here too, which we actually need. So we don't need two systems here. Now what it did is it created this enum. I guess there should be an enum. So yeah, so role, what we gotta do is in the user, we create a new folder, which is called, not folder actually, we keep the enums outside. Let's create user enums.cs. No, I have to make it a class and then user enums, make it user enums, and then I have to make enum. So I will again ask ChatGPT to make me this enum. Make me this enum. So there we go. And yeah, so that's what I have to do. But what I like to do is I like to keep my enum all uppercase, so it's easier to maintain. Organization. Yeah. Now this is two, so user row, user underscore row, so that we can tell by the look of it that it's an enum. Yeah. And everything is under module, so no need to create another one here. And yeah, so this thing is referring to restricted user subroles. So I gotta make there's something like, I gotta search this name up. So auth roles. Okay, so user subroles. That should be user subroles, to be honest with you. So that is user subroles. and ask GPT to schema out. It immediately knows what I'm trying to say. That is so cool. So yeah, just want to copy that portion, and then I put it here. Then user sub role, user sub role. Yeah, that's better. And that should be, yeah, because we don't put the rules everything. So like this. Okay, so I'll make the whole model and then see you guys then. I am done with my entities, and I didn't think that would take so much long, guys. It take like about 1 hour, not 1 hour, like 40 minutes to write all the entities. So here's, I structured my files. So these are all the modules, as you can see, advertise, all the campaign. I'll show you the modules later. And this is the common, so these are the common stuff that will be used across the application. And the rest of the stuff I will plan out later. How will I structure them? So I want to show you guys how I structured my app. So first is the user. Everyone needs a user. So user has user entity, organization profile, social media, email entity, sub-role entity, user entity, organization profile, phone entity, and so these are all organization stuff. So we will have two kind of user. One is the normal admin, super admins, and other one is organization, because organization need to post their advertisers, right? So these are all their informations, and I kept these separate because organization profile and their informations is never going to be same with the admins and super admins, right? So yeah. And why did I separate out the auth? So see, first of all, we are storing OTP is only for auth. We need to handle it separately, right? And then the token and the password, these are all separate. So we need to handle this separately. That's why these are auth. So that is a different module. And then the permissions. So all the things that are related to authorization and authentication and giving user permission and everything, I kept these separate, and as you can see, password is separate because I think that's a good practice to keep password separate from the user, so that whenever some kind of any kind of data leaks, that they don't get their hands on the password, right? So then the next thing is the advertise. So advertise have different kinds of things. Like advertise has should have owners. They will have like locations and all these stuff. So you'll see what did I make. So location entity, deal entity. So why did I create a separate entity for location? Because one advertise could have multiple locations, right? So it has like deals, related advertises, categories, images, and you see industries, all that stuff. So and in relational databases, we need separate tables. If it's just like, well, I want to store a list. SQL is gonna be like, no, you can't store a list. Just create a table. So whatever you do, you create a table. So that's why I had to create relational database. It's not like no SQL database, guys. So yeah. So this is an important one, analytics. So as we go, we need to save some analytics like views and impressions and everything. So we have that too. And we have campaigns and campaign advertisers and subscribers. So what is subscriber? Subscriber is basically front-facing users. So there are two kinds of users. One is restricted. One is non-restricted. So the restricted one is actually I'm referring them as user because they're gonna have they're gonna be restricted. Okay, so super admins or admins can create them, and they have a separate admin portal. They can manage their stuff, and the advertisers organizations, they're the user, but subscribers are like whoever is going to download the app, and they don't necessarily need to log in or create an account to use the app. At least that's what I thought. So they can just subscribe to the app if they want to. If they want to have some extra um, good benefits. So yeah, that's what subscriber means. So they have like auth provider. So basically, we need auth provider because we need to give subscriber the ability to sign in using Facebook or Google or stuff like this. These because no one wants to fill up a whole long form right now, right? So yeah. And then the preferences. So these things are, so whenever they're going to enter the application, they will see these so that we will be able to track whatever they like and stuff like these. So and next thing is the file and location. So these are two separate tables. That's why I kept it here. So these are the common entities. So we're not going to be like, okay, just uploading any advertise image. Okay, pass the file itself. No, we're not going to handle things like this. We're going to handle the file totally separately. So because it's more convenient, location and file, so that there's always a uniform form, and we can, if we want to move our file out of the app, we can also do that. So that's a plan at least. So how did I wrote the entity? So that's basically general ASP.NET stuff. I put everything. I inputted the data annotation here. I also used the data annotation to specify the foreign key relationship. So see here, If I for example, if I wanna refer to user several entity, right? So I just put the data type here, and then I create a separate data type for user several entity, and then I just keep the foreign key here. I don't need a foreign key here because that's one-to-one relationship. And if it's many-to-many relationship, for example, authentication token entity like the tokens, then see the same thing. I just put a foreign key user ID. So that's pretty much it of how did I do it. And the next thing what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna create. So I have to make DB context right now. So this is one other challenge that I was taking. This is 100 days coding challenge. So what I have to do is I will copy this file actually because so where did I save here? So see I literally told you guys, I'm not lying. I just learned .NET like 1 month ago. That's why I kept everything here. I just try to make it better. So that is my, yeah, that's a namespace. And I am removing all that. I have to install this. So what I'm going to do is NuGet Package Manager, NuGet Package Entity Framework. So I want to see what did I install here. So if I go to Solution, not Solution actually, CS Project, then I have so I have this thing right here, Entity Framework SQLite, and I believe I don't need anything more. So I just search this. So I'm gonna use SQLite for now because well, I don't want to clutter my machine by installing a lot of stuff like SQL Server and all that stuff. So whenever I'm gonna go to production, then I'm definitely gonna uh, install this. So I have to seed one data layer, but for now I'll just keep it as it is. So first of all, this is the best way to do it. So user entity, and I just keep it right here, and I collapse everything. db set. So user entity, no user entity. And then users. I believe that's gonna be like this. Get set. See, I literally forgot everything. What did I learn, man? That is so not good. But I'll get there. I'll get there. Don't worry. I'm done with my database settings, AppDB context. So this is all my entities, and this is the seeder. Now, one thing I need to do here is I have to set up the database. So first of all, I need to input my actual database connection string. So since this is SQLite, so the connection string is easy. We can write this by hand. So like here, I'm just adding this. I don't need these two. There's the AppDB that's going to be created right here if we do things right, everything, obviously. So here, that's the couple of code, only these codes we need to add. So here, also I should add the controller here because we need the controllers, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll create a new folder here, which will be called settings, and then I'll add all the initializers and settings configs. That'll be better name. So database config.cs namespace fleetingoffers.config. So that's my database configs. So that should be my class, and obviously we need to make public. And then what we're going to do is we have to, yeah, so we keep a string here, public read only string database connection string, and that's obviously going to be this, and public static initialize, no, void initialize. So that's going to be the name, and we have to input a web application builder. So we need that, and then builder. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing in a second. So that's what I have to do here, and yeah, that's my, how did it, well, for some reason it knows my appdb config or appdb context. So Yeah, that's good since it knows itself. And what I have to do right now is only database config dot initialize. So write this in initialize database. And obviously we have to pass the builder here so that it can work properly. And one thing more we need to do is we have to be able to do the migrations. So this is the script so that I don't have to run the migration every time. Now I saw there are other approaches of doing this, like whenever run the app, the migration resets and stuff. But I don't like to do this on my app because I generally don't like to get fresh database every time I run the app because there are some test data. That's a quick thing. So what I need to do is chmod. This is the terminal so that you guys can see. I'm gonna. I don't know why this thing is not going on. So this I'm writing at the bottom. So chmod plus x reset migration. So yeah, give it the permission and then I should be able to create my database right now. Build errors. So build failed. Well, I don't know why this thing failed. So that was some problems with the namespaces. I just messed with my namespaces, so I think that should work right now. So reset migrations, and okay, you start a project doesn't reference design, so I also need to have this design, I guess. So CS project, is there any design? Oh yeah, I need to install this also. So we're gonna install this real quick. That's the one. I remember it now. Let's just install this. Sudo. That should be fine. If I reset my migration now. Okay. So there are a couple of, I think, authentication OTP entity.user. So could not determine one-to-one relationship between auth OTP entity user. So app db context. So authentication OTPs. Let me check what's wrong with this. Okay, that's not right. I need to input user ID here. So public string user ID gets set because that's many-to-many relationship, right? So I need to tell this is a foreign key and users. That should work right now. Yeah, that is very good. So that thing is awesome. And let me run this. Well, SQLite. I need to install this one right here. So SQLite Viewer, real quick. So I should be able to see this. Then I'll be able to. Oh, that's nice. See all the databases here. Very nice, man. Very nice. Your old storage. Let me check if everything's all right. That is cool, guys. So that setup is done, and I hope that is everything for today. We will see you. I'll see you on the next video. That's the day one. I only set up the database. Nothing fancy. Nothing to see. Thank you for watching the video.